I'm going to do a little video here on, well, first of all, I'll talk about the gun control thing. I've kept silent on YouTube about it, just kind of kicking back, seeing what's going on, and, I disagree with all of it. I think it's all bullshit. I don't believe in any of it. I don't believe in the background checks. I don't believe in this common sense crap, okay, because it all leads to one thing, and that's banning firearms in total confiscation. And that's what a lot of these leftist pigs want. They want to total ban on guns. Look at what Australia is doing right now. They banned their semi-autos, and I think that was 7 years ago. I don't know the exact number of years, but now they're going after the bolt guns and single shot guns. So that's what it all leads to. Okay, I don't support it, and I encourage you not to support it either, because when we lose the Second Amendment, there's nothing stopping these bastards from taking it all. Okay. Now, because of this, I know a lot of you have noticed that there's a shortage on pretty much everything. All semi-autos. You can't. It's extremely hard, at least in my area, even to find a Ruger 1022. But ammunition, especially for 223, 45, anything, pistol ammo, it's all non-existent at this point, and it seems to be that way all over the country from everything I've heard. Okay, reloading stuff. I went to Sportsman's Warehouse here last week. They had nothing. The only thing they had was some shotgun primers and some large rifle Magnum primers. Other than that, you got to go. I was talking to a guy at the store, and he said that there are people waiting the night before, sleeping in their trucks, trying to buy an AR. Two guys got in line, and they were able to buy one each, because that shipment had 2 ARs in it. And I think they paid, the guy said they were selling for about $1,000, which really is not a large markup, and I understand they were pretty good guns. He said that the same guns in another part of the state sold for, I think, $2,500 or $3,000. I'm not paying that money for an AR. But there's a lot of people right now buying ARs when they can get them, and they're paying crazy prices. So when this doesn't pass, these people are buying them because the government doesn't want them to have them, or they might not be able to get them again. These people are going to realize that this law didn't go through, and now they can still legally have them and legally buy them. All of a sudden, they're not going to want them. So there's going to be a flood. I believe there's going to be a flood of ARs, AKs, other semi-autos on the market, and we're going to be able to buy them fairly cheap. And they're going to have to sell them for a lot less than they paid for them. So those guys out there buying guns for $3,000, I think if this gun control stuff doesn't go through, they're going to get screwed, and they're going to lose money. So the other thing you have to look at is then at state level. There's 12, 15 states out there that have other proposals banning semi-autos and restricting magazines and all that other garbage. So something else to look for, but I think that the market's going to be flooded. Like I said, everything right now is hard to find. The ammunition that I shoot mostly is reloads. The only thing that I do not use or do not reload is self-defense ammo for my pistols, for like my concealed carry pistols, and that's because of legal reasons. Reloading, you can't find anything right now. Brass, especially 223 brass, bullets, powder, primers. You still can buy a little bit of, or find a little bit of powder, at least in my area. I can't find anything for rifle right now, but I can find some pistol stuff. I bought this the other day, Winchester Superfield, that I can use for my 45 and 9s. It's a shotgun powder, basically. I can also use it for shotgun, and I do want to load up some double up buck. And shotgun powders work good. You can usually find some recipes using shotgun powders for pistol. Okay, the other thing I do is, at one of the local outdoor ranges where I shot my shotgun video, because the economy's in the shit right now, a lot of people, especially welfare recipients and people that are relying on the government, that at the end of the month they run out of money. So what they do is they go to the range and they pick up all the brass that they can find and they take it down to the local recycling place and they sell it. Okay, so the thing that I do is I go to these people and I ask them what they're doing with the brass, and 9 times out of 10 they say that they're selling it. So I ask them roughly, what are you getting for it at the recycling place? And I think the last time I checked, they were getting $1.75 a pound. So what I do is I say, well, I'll tell you what, I will pay you double what you get at the recycling place if you sell to me. And they're all excited, so they sell to me. One of the guys that I buy from, I just bought, I think it was, let's say 1,200 rounds, and at $1.75, the poundage, I forget what the exact poundage was, but it was 22 bucks for 1,200 rounds. That included this bag of 223, which is 450 rounds in. The other stuff I already have some of it cleaned and put away. I think I got 200 rounds of 45, some 9, some 38, some .6, and all he charged me was 22 bucks, and that was the $1.75 price. So what I did was I gave him 40 bucks. Okay, so that's like 2 cents at $1.75 for all that brass was 2 cents. No, yeah, I think it was 2 cents per cartridge. Okay, or per case. I gave him twice the amount he wanted, so it cost me 4 cents per case. So go into a local range, if you have one, and people are collecting brass for recycling purposes for money, is one option for you to get brass. Then today, one of the other contractors I work with, he asked me if I could load. I've actually had a couple of them ask me this, but he asked me if I could load him some 223 ammo, and the deal was he would give me this bucket of brass, some powder, some reloading bullets, which these are 45 grain Sierra, they're varmint bullets. Okay, and 1,000 small rifle primers. So the deal was I would load him up 400 or 500 rounds, and whatever I didn't use in the primers I could keep, and I can keep all the brass I don't use. Now this powder, it's probably half full, so I'll have to use some of my own powder, but that's okay. It's a good deal. This guy's helped me out a lot and given me a lot of stuff, so I don't mind doing this one bit. Okay, now I already have thousands of 223 brass that is trimmed, sized, and primed on my reloading bench, ready to go. So with this primer shortage, I'm not freaking out. Okay, but anyways, that's one option for you guys to do, is find some people that are picking up brass to sell it, or if you know some people, maybe work a deal like this out. Okay, because this won't take me long to do, because I already have the brass primed, ready to go. All I have to do is powder it and finish loading it. So yeah, any comments? I don't get a lot of comments, so leave me a comment if you like, or any other ideas you guys have to help people get brass and ammunition and stuff. Alright, thanks for watching.